Alright, we are back. Make sure everything's on. I didn't mute the mic. I didn't mute the desktop. We are good. I've done that many times. Level 25. I gotta swap. Trying to keep my classes relatively balanced. It's an event. The Conqueror of Copperbell returns. That's right. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume, and Ulta will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. Thank you for subjugating the slaves. It's basically what we did. I'll share the good tidings with Papa Sean next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. Goodness. So they voice acted the yell, but not the dialogue. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. That guy has to sound sniveling. Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this. Paid for it with me own coin. What rot. You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Get back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you would never set foot in this town. Wow. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades, you know. Help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. There's a lot of blatant sexual innuendo, well, more than innuendo, sexual violence in this game. Like, jeez. They pulled no punches in this game. Which I don't mind, because that's the real world. I know WoW basically tried to pull everything like that out of their game. But he done nothing wrong. 12 is me witness. Hello, ma'am. Please, adventurer, help me. I beg of you. I swear on my mother's grave, I didn't steal nothing. Bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat me children to a decent meal. I'm bigger than you. Flexing in front of her? And who the hell's you? Who the hells are you when you're at home? And who the hells are you when you're at home? I don't get that sentence. This dog's master? I've had enough of this mummer's farce. You lot, teach him a lesson. Ooh, he's got monk's little, I don't know what those are called. Guitars? I forget the name. They're on Elden Ring, that's all I remember. Oh. One guy. I'll take care of this, the rest of you can watch. Filthy bodyguard. Stun you. Put this over here. So reprisal is interesting in that the boss deals less damage to everybody, so you can do it before like a big AoE. Let's kill the ads. Easy game. I mean, they did threaten sexual violence, so I do not feel bad killing them. Or just beating them up. I ain't getting paid enough for this. That's right. Hey, where the hells do you think you're going? do that. Got a text I have to answer. Thank ye, kind adventurer. Thank ye thrice over. I swear there were more refugees than when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? So we have a refugee crisis. Real world analog. It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. And the residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. This guy is the voice of rationality. Though they tried to make the best of it, there was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is this the same thing happening in other cities? If the talk is true, yes, though perhaps their situation is more pronounced. Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes have fought the Garlean Empire patrolling the streets for riffraff? It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins, get your dodo tenderloins, guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan. Thank you for your custom, madame. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think that Ul'dah was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. Alright, so we're getting an idea of what's going on in the world. We got poachers out in Gridania. We got an evil faction of pirates out in Lanaska. Sir, are you alright? And here we have a refugee crisis. Rough world going on. What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? You're kind of a dick and you threatened to rape her. You saw her buy that meat, you say? That's absurd. Ah, yes, did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? Who are these ladies? Welcome. Grr, I will overlook this, but just this once. God bless you, adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done. Don't bear thinking about. See ya. Ever the selfless hero, I see. Ishtola, it has been a while, adventurer. I have been watching you closely ever since you flew out of Limsa Limensa. You discharge your duty as the Admiral's personal envoy with admirable humility, and you have displayed unfaltering courage in the face of danger ever since. Her eyes are like glowing. Whensoever you came upon those in need, you gave them succor with no thought of personal gain. In summary, you have demonstrated all of the qualities we seek in an adventurer. For reasons I cannot explain, your every deed seems invariably to serve the general good, whether you mean it or not. It is a happy knack, and one which speaks volumes for your character. Yet for all your admirable qualities, it is your gift which intrigues me most. I speak of the visions you experience. Visions like the one you had mere moments ago, if I'm not mistaken. I can provide you with the means to understand them. An acquaintance of mine is blessed with the self-same talent, you see. I forget if she's British or not. If you so desire, I can introduce you to her. She and I fight for common cause, a cause which would greatly benefit your support. If you would agree to lend us your strength, we should be glad to do all within our power to aid you in your personal endeavors. Think on my offer a while. Should you decide to accept it, pray speak with Momodi. The proprietress of Quicksand is a close friend and ally of ours. See you. It's ridiculous how tall I am. Inform her you have been chosen by the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. The first time they say it, and she will tell you where to find us. See ya. I know she's a fan favorite. I assume there's a reason besides she is Hot Cat Lady. It's mostly because she's a hot cat lady. Okay. Well, as long as people are enjoying the game. Scenes like that are becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pester me every time you graze your knee, eh? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Such a bartender. Ah, Jack, sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh off the carriage adventurer. But gods, it's good to see you safe and well. Look at you. No one would ever guess you've been hard at it with giants in the dark. Again, we suppressed a slave revolt. I don't feel good about it. You're every ill the adventurer Mune said you'd be, Jack. The station master will be overjoyed when she hears the news. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass in here wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. Oh, this poor lady. She was abandoned by her group because she healed poorly, according to them. Edda.
Thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now.
Nope. You're too short, can't see you.
My name's Edda. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when... we were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed.
Okay, so that's why they don't like her. Because the leader died and she was supposed to heal.
His name was Evir, and he and I were to be wed.
Oh, and it was her fiancé. This poor lady, in the spring.
You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see, an adventurer's adventurer, and he swore that he would be like you one day. I believe that he would have succeeded, had a fiend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I've thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. When I think of the man you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I am inspired, just as Evir once was. So I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I'll go back to the village of my birth and begin training anew. Nice! But I want to meet you first to ask your name.
It's Jacked.
Jacked Abara, I shan't forget. Thank you, Jacked Abara. I pray that we'll meet again. Fare you well.
Yeah, that's cool. Adventuring can be a cruel, bleeding business. Time was, I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want to do with you lot. Thought it'd be a right pain in the arse looking after you all, but against my better judgment I decided to accept the post. And I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be a part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Jacked. I met this cat lady.
What did you say? You want to know about the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest then. Listen, Jack, the Scions ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can.
Cool. Potions.
and talk to you again. You found your way to the quicksand, Jack. As you see, we cater to the clientele with an adventurous streak. The chaos left in the wake of the calamity, the townsfolk have been needing the help of my patrons more than ever, especially accomplished adventurers like yourself. Okay. So you want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise. I swear if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on the other, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first. Probably. And the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being old down. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. Alright, lower dump. First of all, if you wondered whether you can trust these signs of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who made it their mission to solve some of Eosia's most pressing problems. Of course, they ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Jack. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the Scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself, as you can probably imagine it's something Eosia's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Thailand. The place you're looking for is called Awakened Sands. Give your name to whoever is at the entrance and you'll be let in. I do remember Waking Sands. And while playing, I think it was Reddit, but memes about Prey Return to the Waking Sands were everywhere, because apparently you go back and forth a lot, and I do remember going back and forth a lot. You're a man in demand, Jack, and the days ahead will promise to be busy, but I hope you won't forget about them as helped make you into the adventurer you are. Some of the diction here is interesting to read. Drop in and tell them how you're faring from time to time to hear. Right, well, I've said my piece. Off you go. Alright. Now, where is Vesper Bay from where I am? We gotta do some walking. Alright. Time for some cardio. Alright, anything to get on the way? That's not on the way. I'll just head up there. And this is the desert residences. Why would you want that? Seems like the worst place to live out of all of them. I'd very much enjoy a house in the woods. But I know I probably need way too much gil to do that. Although before I logged off, it's on stream, someone walked up to me and just gave me 500,000 gil. That may or may not... Okay, that was you. Well, thank you. I mean, the biggest use I've had for gills so far is pretty much just teleporting everywhere. Which is very important. I haven't even looked at the market board. Small house costs 3 to 4 mil. Ah. Well, eventually. I know there's also the problem of having to find an empty lot. Nope. Just wanted the flight path. I remember this tunnel. Back and forth a lot to the old Waking Sands. Yeah, a small house would be nice eventually. I wonder how active those plots are, like how much people just hang out there. Because it is cool that like plots are limited because it makes the game not instance, which is great because you can walk around and hopefully see other people in your community. Whereas if everything was instance, like WoW is definitely going to be, it's like, well, you can teleport to this place that only you go. Cool. It's like Garrison's was. And we're here. What is this for? Oh, glamoring and dying? Yes, dies. You there, yes you, the decisively unfashionable adventurer. Wow. Gods be good, never in my life ever seen such unapologetic focus on function at extreme cost of form. That's true. I am very out of whack here. The mere sight of you makes my eyes bleed. As the lover of all things aesthetically pleasing, I cannot in good conscience allow you to continue roaming the realm in that sorry state. I believe your appearance can yet be salvaged through use of color. I'll teach you how to go about dyeing your outfit, but first I must have a drink. The heat has given me a vicious thirst, and I won't be able to talk for any length of time. Be a dear and buy me a bottle of orange juice at the stall by the northern gates, would you? Once I have moistened my throat, we shall see to the business of remedying your appearance. Okay? Let's do that. Sit by the northern gate. Items. Orange juice. Pray tell, have you bought my orange juice? Lest you have forgotten, the merchant who sells it can be found... I have your orange juice, lady. Literally holding it. Phew, that's a relief. Finally, I can teach you how to bring color into your life. Listen well. They're handy items called colorants, which allow folk to dye their outfits a veritable rainbow of colors. These colorants are so simple to use, adventurers have no excuse to be fashion unconscious. Lest you worry that dyeing will affect your garment's precious properties, you rest assured it will not. The practicality you adventurers love so much will not suffer for a change in appearance, a change for the better. It should also gladden you to know that the garments can be dyed repeatedly, so there is no fear of getting locked into one color. The garish pink that seemed like such a wonderful idea after a dozen glasses of red can be undone. And that is all you need to know about dyeing gear. Now what are you waiting for? Get out there and bring some color to your life. Cool. Now, I remember the glamour system being very annoying. Yeah, you need a prism. It's very annoying. Like, I don't know why they just didn't copy WoW. Transmog system. Oh dear, 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 this will never do. My sense of aesthetics simply won't allow it. How can you go dressed like that? We just had this conversation. My dear, if only you'd spare a thought for style and coordination. I hope your garb holds up during a scuffle because there's little else going for it. That's it, I've made up my mind. From this day forth, I shall take it upon myself to save you from any mere fashion disasters. Yeah, the fact that you have like a disposable item you gotta cast on something, then save it, then it's like, why make it hard? Like, just let players wear what they want. Like, you get the appearance when you get it, and wow, that's it. Then you can just put it on when you go to a glamour spot or a transmog spot. That would be one of the biggest changes they can make, because this game is so much about fashion, and that would just make it so much easier. Let me see, so much needs to be addressed. Where even to begin? Be a dear and get me a drink. I'm feeling rather parched. You just drank orange juice. And this is a matter best discussed over a glass of something cold. Just go to the Pissed Peist and ask Falkland. I'll have some blood orange juice. And tell her to make sure there's no pulp in it. This lady's really thirsty and wants a lot of sugar. Oh, Svelgum sent you, did she? That woman. I've never known anyone so lazy. Yeah, it's literally right here. Here you are. You shouldn't let her push you around, you know. Give her an elm and she'll take a malm. Assume that's units of measurement in this world. And I'm back. Hey, this guy's doing the same thing. So, how's the drink coming along? Gonna make you diabetic. Oh, delicious. Nothing better on a hot day. Some say I have expensive tastes, but life's too short to settle for second best, of course. This extends to my choice of wardrobe, too. Now that I'm feeling refreshed, shall we get started? Do you know, dear, you'd look a lot less drab if you knew how to apply glamours. What's a glamour, you ask? Well, they use a glamour prism as a catalyst to project the image of one item onto another. It's just an illusion, mind, but very convincing. This means the original object stays essentially the same. It just takes on a new appearance, that's all. Remember, if you fancy a change, you don't have to stick with the same glamour. Just apply another one on top, use the glamour dispeller to return the object to normal. Why sacrifice style for such humdrum trifles such as durability or protection from bodily harm? Limitless possibilities for self-expression are just a couple of glamours away. Yeah, info dump. Go ahead, give it a try. And to make it quick, dear, for my sake, I'm finding your uninspired attire more and more offensive with each passing moment. Cool. I remember not doing that at all before because it was just so tedious. I'm not going to worry about it until I find something really cool. I really like, as you can tell by my avatar, I really like the warrior set gear. So when I get that, I will definitely glamour that. Tataru. The secretary. Now, she does have a voice actor, so I don't remember what voice she has. I'll wait till I hear it and try to copy it. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Tra-la-la-la-la. Dwa! There's a glamour dresser in the in-room. Okay, that makes it easier. You can put gear in there and reuse it in... Okay. So you can just put all your gear in there. That's nice. Again, that's like WoW system, but with one more step. Like, you gotta keep the gear. I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now, please be advised this is a private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to. I was told to come here as a cat lady, and... You're here at the behest of a Stola? My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? Jagte Bara, Jagte Bara. Ah, here you are. Ahem. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the solar. Those are words that I don't know. I shall let her know to expect you. The antecedent is in the solar. That is not helpful. What's up? I take it you are Jagte Bara. Tataru sent word that you had arrived. Lady Minfilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. Ooh, it has sockets.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much.
Yay, voice acting.
Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and
What always annoyed me a little bit about Shola was her bad posture.
I have awaited your
This
coming.
isn't it. She has great posture.
Please, be at ease. You are among friends here. No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea.
I'm obscenely
Among our
large compared to these
gravest
guys.
concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent.
That's right.
This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever
That was
had
his
the
time with
sensation of
Battaron. I
being
mean,
pulled away from reality?
don't remember that night at all.
Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body? All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events.
So we can see history.
For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo.
She's very proud of that.
With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be
So
taken.
those are all the summons. Your
Measures
Ifrit,
which
your
transcend boundaries, be they of
Shiva.
faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require
What's the
the
Earth
aid
one?
of those with our talent.
Titan.
Make no mistake.
I remember fighting
the
those.
Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Sure. Screw his Chola. I'm a Midfilia fan. Okay, let's turn that off. Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. I'd never use that at all. The papers you requested, my lady. This really shows how much of a rush they were in with A Realm Reborn. They always do like half the voice acting for a scene, then half non-voice acting. Thank you, Tataru. Pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. I don't see why. I mean, I guess it's a bank. Let this serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. I don't think I'm going to really use that. A mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, yep, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you, I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which your members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. This is from Final Fantasy II. This is why I'm glad I played all the Final Fantasies before playing this, because I would never get that reference. This is also the password of the rebels in Final Fantasy II. So yeah, if you want to play 14, maybe spend some time playing the remasters, because it's been really cool seeing here and there all the little nods to the earlier games. Definitely recommend it. I love Final Fantasy II. It's a great game. Level 24. Well, there are those who possess the Echo. None are near as strong as you with the power, hence our extremely high expectations of you. This place is called the Waking Sands, and it's our headquarters. Used to be somewhere else, you know, but then a bunch of things happened. We ended up here instead. Thank you, Ida. That was very helpful. 7 winning moons see 7 suns rise. Divine order royals, fallen corpses writhe. Thus the Divine Chronicles seek to warn us once more. The meaning of these words now shines clear. They evoke the dire circumstance of this imperiled age. The realm doth shudder and twist, and dawn lieth cowering neath a stifling blanket of night. This guy's extra. And we abide. We await the coming of the unborn era's seed, the light which will pierce the glowering darkness. Okay, shouldn't have asked you. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns, the godlike beings know as the Primals. We've been over this. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it is that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power you possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Jack. I will go whither the wild rose blooms.
I take it you will help us.
Voice acting!
Wonderful. I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states.
No.
And was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom, both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea.
Is that Louis
When
Soir?
the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there. Welcome.
Interesting phrasing.
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
He's the posh man.
Greetings. I have been expecting you. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides
Urianger.
over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
He's the guy that's a little bit extra.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend.
You can tell
I'm
they're
glad
also
that I-
annoyed with his constant embellishment.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
You scared I'll step on her.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family.
Hey, just met you.
But without
pump the
further
brakes.
ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
Yes.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina & Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
All right. We are a scion. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on the caravan, our friends at Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security of all of their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abductions should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would be a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Sweet. Camp Drybone. First thing I'm going to do, I don't like this hat. That looks better. That is far away. Do have Blackbreast Station. And we're off.
I don't know if I'm gonna stay in this free company. I mean, because I got a random invite from someone in a group. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's see what it's about. And there's hasn't been any conversation in guild chat at all, which is not very fun for a guild. So it's only like a few people that have been on in a week. Yeah. Where am I going? I'd stay in it for a few days, then quietly leave. I hadn't thought of doing that. It would be kind of fun, but I wouldn't know the first thing about getting members in this game. I guess I could just do what people are doing with me, and if I see someone without a free company in a dungeon, just invite them, but... I don't know. I don't know how I'd go about that. Because then at that point, you're not even, like, screening or seeing if you guys mesh. You're just inviting people to get numbers. And I have done that in WoW before. When the actual original classic WoW came out, I actually made a guild with a couple friends, and we invited a lot of people initially, then started weeding people out and working through who was, you know, kind of our jam or not. But that was me and like 5 other people, so there's a lot. There's a way to split responsibilities there. Just doing it myself would be a lot. But they might have a system. I think they talked about having a system for it where there's an actual like search engine for guilds or free companies in this. So if I could plainly say, hey, new players, there's other new players who want to like tackle the endgame gear at level endgame raids at level 50, then join this free company. Because I do want to do, like, the minimum item level stuff at level 50. Hi, I'm Isambard. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word about that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amal-Jah. It seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victim safely returned. Yeah, I'm going to try it when I get to 50. And I do want to do the Crystal Tower, because I didn't do that before. I know that's a lot of the... Was it the Crystal Tower? There's one of them that's the story of... like the Calamity, and you're inside the Bahamut thing. I'm rambling, but it's something about, like, Louis Wa's story. It's not the Crystal Tower, it's the other thing. But yeah, I want to do that too. Let's get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amal-Jah culprits in all this. It would be well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied at these lands by the Amal-Jah hands. The flames burn where they might. Binding coil of Bahamut, that's what I mean. But their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before Mongols catch their scent. But I know not if the Amal-Jah still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something about the Amal-Jah seek in this area. Okay. Starting to rain. It's also raining here in Austin. Oh, this must be above me. Yeah, I definitely want to do that, because I know there's a lot of story in there. Let's get the flight path. Where are we going? Retrieve ripe corpses. It's not a very delicate way of honoring the dead. Guys look very intimidating, but they're level 12. Get rocked. Now that you said it, though, I kind of want to make my own guild. Finding people organically would be fun, and in this game, you don't really need that many people. Because you don't have 40-man raids, obviously. You only need, what, 8? That might be a good idea. Because then if I organically see someone in the world and wave at them and we start talking, then we could just invite them. "24-man hardcore stuff? I thought all the hardest stuff was 8-man, and 24 was, like, easier. It's good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the means of our fallen? Have some corpses. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across the other side. You have done a noble deed this day, thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? Do you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part of the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed. But I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybrone every day. Even if I were among them, how would we best discover what may be implicit? Who may be implicit in these vanishings? There's a lot of text in this game. Whew. It's mostly 8-man. Okay. Let's say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves. It may be among them that we find reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There was a merchant by the name of Ungust, who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the end, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him. Else he's not like to speak to you. Okay. We have an inn. For the 24-man stuff, I assume I'll be able, if I do some digging, to find discords where people put together groups for that, hopefully. Well, gods be damned, you're the bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah. Oh, this guy. He doesn't have that voice, he has a sniveling voice. What in 7 hells do you want with me now? Okay. Dear friend, missing people. Yours isn't barred. Folk around here are wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before, what with all the disappearances. You can go talk to him yourself if you don't believe me. Okay. This guy threatened a woman with rape. I just want to throw that out there. Please, just leave me be. Okay. Devious derelict. Nothing to say but this. Thou'll take who or whatever's been feeding us off us low folk. Things aren't going well. What do you want from me? Okay, everyone is in a similar state of distress. Yes, Darkbolt, this is Final Fantasy XIV. It's the MMO. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they're simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol. I want to go there, if you know what I'm saying. What a lovely person. I left the free company. Sorry, whoever invited me. They just... not very talkative folks. Welcome back, Jack. You've learned not aught of import. I see. Suppose I should have expected as much from August. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, the clergy may know something of use. Aren't they supposed to not tell people what is said in confidence? If we would know what the common folk speak of their gods, we know a better place to ask than at the Church of Saint Adamallandama. Adamallandama. Quite the name. It is a small and humble church found in the northwest of here. So as long as you are headed there, I might as well ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse. Okay? A morbid request I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. So you've got a man named Marquez. He tends the graves of the Lich Yard. Lich Yard? That's morbid. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Cool. That's when you know a guild isn't really worth staying in. You leave, no one says a word. Marquez. I am Marquez, yes, a body, of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there's an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Sure. This is an odd spot for there to be an opening. This is a great spot. There's a lot of graves down there, but if I was being interred... I'd be like, oh, you got a random path up to a cliff? This would be great. Spend eternity up here. Don't know how this is open. Quality real estate right here. Oh, come on, stream. Don't be dumb. Okay. We're gonna bury him? Okay. Sure. Can I do a French accent? This guy is Marquez. May they all walk into Tal's realm. What, missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Orson can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me, you will find Sister Orson within the church's walls. Okay. Orson. These names. I hear you have done us a service in the burying of a fallen soul. Please accept your gratitude and extend it to Isambard when you next see him. You seek knowledge of missing tribal inhabitants? It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marquez would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. That's rough. That is cool armor that guy has. That's Paladin. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marquez, and soon. Sweet armor. If it were to level a second tank, it would be Paladin. Okay, Drybone's getting a lot of rain. Thank you, Jack. To burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk?
You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Jack? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name's Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I, too, spoke with Ungust more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to his notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service of the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good sister Orson herself?
Orson? She couldn't. She wouldn't.
Keep the most beautiful roses, even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you should be wise to keep an eye on this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marquez. I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before.
Okay. We don't need any of this. Give me gold. Sweet.
Sister Orson, it cannot be, though she won't travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own. And it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children, but no, could not be she, could it? I go weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Jack, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Orson's activities.
Okay. We're back up here.
It is a lot of dialogue, but the stories aren't bad. Like, we're getting a feeling for what's going on in all these different areas. Usually bad things. Wrong way. Getting in a lot of cardio. The Myotragus Nanny. Well-renowned thoroughbred. Need to hit something. Every once in a while, just gotta hit something. Hello? Sir? He's fine. Uncombed urchin.
Please help. Sister Orson went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thalden the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. What if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her.
Okay. Going over there. Yeah, I don't know what that guy's doing. Just living his own life, though.
shall aid you. You're the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems that my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child. Yes, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given to him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Nothing suspicious there. She's fine. Alright, now we're going back there. Let's take a chocobo. What's in here? Can we sleep? I can sit on the bed. $15 gil, that's a steal. I don't know if I like the halftime chocobo theme. I like the normal one. I might turn it off though because it's fun hearing the music of the zones I'm going through. How bad is fall damage? Not too bad. Isambard. Sister Orson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Guards forfend. I will secure a room at their inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans, and risking her own well-being in doing so, no less? Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Okay. Not getting any upgrades. I am well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Orson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, on to the matter at hand. Thancred came for you once more. He left word that he'll be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Okay, let us go. Cardio. See the countryside. Thalanan, or Thanalan, I remember being quite boring. Ooh, big nanny. What's up? Ah, there you are, Jack. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about Sister Orson. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Orson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but let's just say I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Jack. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Sure. Big crit. Oh, 167. Biggest crit so far. Big crowd control. Queer leaflet. Got your thing. Thanks for the help. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? A queer leaflet. This leaflet. See the wealth of Nald into the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Naldal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Orson makes of it. And we're back to Orson. No, thank you. What level is my archer? 25 as well, okay. We need to do class quests for both of them. We can do that right now, kind of break up this. I mean, the story is good, it's just delivered very slowly. So let's do... Let's go do the warrior quest. We have that giant yak-looking thing we gotta kill. Now that I have 500,000 gil somehow, I don't worry about teleporting so much. We're in Zuin, it's been too long. Oh, I remember this gear. This is the gear that covers, yeah. You can't remove your helmet and you look dopey as hell. I might just get the gauntlets because of that. I don't like how that looks. Jack, a new disastrous encounter with a pack that follows Kujata has been preying on my mind. The overwhelming number of beasts was beyond aught I imagined. Even the most dedicated marauder could not hope to carve through that snarling wall of flesh. And if we cannot dispatch the pack, then Kujata remains beyond our reach. Thus I have prepared for you a trial that shall unleash your deepest reserves of destructive strength. As before, Sulkudl awaits you at the Bismarck to guide you on your path. Do not squander this opportunity for growth, Jack. The pride of the guild itself rides on the edge of your axe. Okay. Sulkudl. Not even try to pronounce that name. Again, I appreciate the ambition of having everyone have a unique name in this game with thousands of NPCs. You've word from my brother. Ha! The pride of the guild, eh? My brother has placed quite a burden on your shoulders, it seems, but from what I have witnessed, if any marauder has the skill and determination to put down Kujata, then it is you. And there is, of course, the matter of Sigurd's vengeance. You don't want to disappoint the poor boy, now do you? Let us be about this trial, Jack. I shall meet you in the Salt Strand in Lower Lenuska, where your training is to take place. Well, naturally, I will be there. Without me, you'll like to forget to tend your wounds and bleed to death. Okay. I have done a lot of cool stuff. Don't know if I deserve that. And we're off. This place is quite random. Is that ice or is that supposed to be crystal? Crabs are friendly. I have PTSD from crabs in Dark Souls.
Well, this should be the place. I don't see... Ah, do you sense that encroaching aura of violence, Jack? Pray unlimber that axe of yours.
Sure.
Morbe Hedgemole. One weakness.
Alright. That seems to be the last of them. Compared to what we have faced before, though, it wasn't terribly...
So this is the indomitable Jack Barra.
Who in the seven hells are you? Wait, is that...
We have deemed you worthy of our challenge. Come, Marauder, let us test the edge of your steel.
I want that guy's armor. Oh, brother.
Hmm?
Who are you playing at, you oafs?
No matter, we fight to win.
That's right.
Hey, we farm, you fools.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Get farmed.
Okay.
Good times.
It seems my underlings have provided you with poor sport. Very well, I shall take your measure with mine own blade.
I think we just did that.
Do not think to show me quarter, Jack, for I shall surely show you none.
Okay. Defeat the familiar marauder.
Offensive. Big stuff. Spent already, or battle is scarce begun.
Not looking so hot, dude.
You fight well, Marauder. Now let's see what you are truly made of.
I do have a healer training me, so can't talk too much trash here.
I yield. Your strength has humbled us all. It might just be enough. We are done here, my colleagues. Drag away those who cannot stand. Your display of prowess was truly impressive, Jack. Worthy indeed.
Cool. What a ridiculous charade. Do you honestly think we couldn't see through those paltry disguises? That I'm confident my brother's act was not born of malice. Rather, he hoped by concealing his identity that the trial would seem more threatening, thus increasing its effectiveness. Not an entirely successful undertaking, but one must appreciate his intentions. Oh. Well, I didn't pick up on it. It is time you turn to the guild. Oh. And as a favor to me, pray indulge Wormzoin in his little deception. Subterfuge is not a marauder's forte. Aw. He was trying so hard to be sneaky, and he wasn't. Alright, teleport. Five Guys. Great burgers. This is packed. I do like the ambient crowd noise they put in when there's a lot of people around.
Jock, I've heard of your skirmish on the Salt Strand. You did well to topple opponents of such formidable skill. But let us not dwell on the nature of those masked men. What is important is your triumph in the face of Ovo Ermengardes. He wanted so hard. He tried so hard to be sneaky. He wanted so badly to trick me. Your fellow marauders are honored to have you swing your axe in the guild's name. They stand behind you one and all as you prepare to overcome your greatest trial yet. Aye, the time has come for you to bring Kujata's bloody rampage to an end. When he next rears his horrible horned head, you shall be ready to bury your blade in his skull. Alright, I know... I mean, this is slightly better than what we have, because you gotta compare this to 2 items. But I don't like how that looks. What about this? That we can do. We'll do this. Ooh, and I got an axe, too. Looking better. Alright. Do need to log off for the night, though. I actually need to make food, because I am out of meal prep. So, thank you for watching the brief stream. And again, I'll be back on 10 a.m. Central Time tomorrow to keep going. Tomorrow, we'll probably get to level 30, so we'll get the actual classes like Warrior and Bard and all that. So, anyway, thank you for watching again. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Have a good night.